Do you feel like you're falling apart? Highs and lows, you've got energy and whoop, there it goes. And oh, you wake up with those aches and pains. It's really hard to get going sometimes, isn't it? It's not just because you're getting older. That's right. The truth is, it's the choices you're making in the way that you live. I know because I've been through it. I'm Wendy S Wiseman of Wiseman Integrative, your GenXcellent guide. I myself have gone from Gen exhausted to GenXcellent, from falling apart in my 40s, literally falling apart. I couldn't do my ponytail because of the arthritis in my hand. So in this video, I'm going to give you a few reasons why you're feeling so drained and depleted, pained and peeved, right? This getting older thing, it's for the birds, isn't it? Well, no, it's not for the birds, and it's not for you either. You don't have to buy into the BS of, oh, you're just getting older, it's just some arthritis, yeah, things fall apart. You can make changes to prevent the pains that you think are automatically a part of the years to come. It doesn't have to be that way. And every day we see evidence for that, more and more evidence. We've got 80-year-olds on American Ninja. We've got that 90-year-old gal that's doing these mind-blowing workout things with the trainer on Instagram. Evidence is everywhere that you don't have to buy in to the BS about getting older. So let me tell you a little bit more about my journey, and then I'll invite you into a conversation with me and a school community too. School, it's cool on school. That's right. It is the hot new platform where we are sharing our passions, which then provide us with profits so that we can pursue our purpose. Yes. And I'm passionate in the mission of creating a better world together as happier, healthier humans. And that means choosing to be happier and healthier, come what may, day by day. And come it does, doesn't it? Life is the ultimate adventure. Adventures are not always pretty. They're not always pleasant. And growing includes growing pains. Yeah. Not all pain is bad. That's another line of BS that you don't want to buy into. Pain is simply a signal, an alert that something has to change. Your survival may be threatened. Something requires your attention. So pay attention instead of wishing it would go away. Make it go away. Fix it, dig it out, make it go away, make it stop. Breathe, smile, and generate some joy for the journey. Give yourself some grace. This is hard. Life is hard. Change is hard. Choosing joy is hard until you make it just a part of who you are. We've got some other videos for you to check out about that. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of these terrific tips. You can subscribe down below, and be sure that you hop into the free trial of the Pain-Free Vitality School community, where you will get a one-to-one with me, an Unlock Ease action plan, more on that later, and a 5-day challenge to help you do what I did and rise resiliently from the dismay I had created day to day that resulted in some actual physical deterioration. Yeah. And that will happen if you grind something over and over and over and over the years. Like, this is your hip or your shoulder, people. Grind it by sitting like this. Your body, which is incredibly adaptive vehicle that we're in, well, it will adapt to however you use it. That's part of the reason for the saying, use it or lose it. But it's also a double-edged sword, because it will adapt to down over desks and devices. After the pandemic, I worked on some people whose upper back felt like cement. because they'd been at a not ergonomic dining room table on Zoom endlessly, and they hadn't lifted their arms over their head for probably 6-9 months. That's part of why I tell people to use your big why. The big why. There it is. Arms up to the sky. Every good coach will tell you to know your big why. Well, I made it physical for you. Unwinding the down over desks and devices, rounded shoulder posture. Yes. And if you can't lift your arms that high, don't worry. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just find the edges, or if you can't lift your arms at all, just do it in your mind's eye. There's still power in that. There's power in visualization, in imagining it. If you can't get outside, you can think about nature. Yesterday it was over 100 degrees, but I had this wonderful stream on the TV, this nature scene. It was so soothing and relaxing and cooling and refreshing. Yeah? So don't forget about, you can always change your state so that you can feel great. If Viktor Frankl did it in the Holocaust camps and Nelson Mandela did it in prison for all those years, you know what? I think we can do it in our privileged little lives wherever we are, whatever we're doing with our fancy little devices here. Yeah? Let's give it a shot, shall we? So back to my mid-40s, about 10 years ago, 10, 12, 13 years ago, I had accumulated some repetitive strains on my body, walking with a cane because my foot pain was so bad. The arthritis in my thumb, I had gotten, it's a very common injury when skiers or motorcycles or mountain bikers, the thumb gets pushed back. And I was moving my motorcycle once onto the sidewalk for street cleaning, and I was sick, and I dropped it when I was pushing it, and it bent my thumb back, and so the joint is compromised. So it's not the fault of the joint that my arthritis was so bad I couldn't do my ponytail. It was the sugar and the empty carb calorie grains, hello goldfish, that crunch so deliciously in your tiny little way between my teeth and then leave me feeling bloated because it's just empty carb calories, wheat and grain. Yes, that was one of my emotional eating indulgences, are those little goldfish crackers, because of how they crunch between your teeth, you know, and I could just and then go. But so much sugar creates that inflammation in your joints. And then not paying attention to how I was using it and constantly irritating it by shoving things because I was frustrated because the sugar also alters your mood, right? And then everyone's blaming it on perimenopause and the doctor's trying to put me on SSRIs. And I'm like, no, how about this? How about before you feed me your mood altering drugs, I make some lifestyle changes? That's right. I decided to do some things about it. Decide and do. Those are two keys for you and anybody else to move through this thing called life, feeling a little better in your vehicle, your body, right? I stopped eating late at night. I stopped buying the Chipotle bowl or burrito and started getting a kid's meal because it limited how much I ate. Otherwise, I would eat almost the whole bowl and then pass out, you know, because of all of that heavy carbness. The rice was too much for my system to handle, and so it puts you to sleep, right? Do you eat and then fall asleep immediately? Well, that's telling you something. You're eating too much or too much of the wrong things. I started purging the sugar from my diet, the added sugars. I stopped eating late at night. And I started actually having an overnight fast so that when I had breakfast, it was actually breaking a fast instead of my last eating was at 11 p.m. and then I woke up and ate at 7 a.m. No. Tiny little shifts and small changes like this changed my inner experience as well as my joints started to move better, as the weight started to drop simply by moving my body more. When I couldn't, one burpee almost killed me, folks. One burpee, my heart was like, ah! I was like, okay, we can't do that. I went to the gym, and because of my insomnia from the chronic pain in my neck and back and my joints. I couldn't handle the noise and the lights and the smell. It was just too much. So I just walked a little bit every day, a few times a day. On my lunch breaks, I was driving a paratransit bus because I was too depressed to do hands-on body work on people. And I was helping people in different ways and active and moving. If I'd taken a job in a call center, I would have plummeted into a deeper pit of despair from the environment there. And this way I could literally move through what I was experiencing, the state that I had created in my life by the choices I had made up to that point. And so I would pack my lunch instead of going to a fast food place like so many of the other drivers. I would go to a park to eat and walk and move and gradually start doing some little calisthenic-y kind of body weight exercises, challenging my body, doing balance on the curb, walking lines through the parking lot on my way to pick somebody up. You integrate these little moments of play and movement behaviors that help you restore that resilience in your body being in motion. And therefore, you increase your capacity for motion. So if you caught the other video about stretching and how it's like pulling and trying to fix it doesn't help and often makes it worse, the way that you're going about it. So if you just get curious and start to play, how can I move today? How am I moving today? If you wake up and instead of going, oh, my feet hurt before you even hit the floor, if you kind of wiggle your toes and make some circles and start to juice your joints in that healthy way that movement does, right? Wake them up. This feels good. Are you trying it with me? Yeah, these little things. So I didn't need those SSRIs. And all of my perimenopause symptoms, the hot flashes, the mood swings, the bloated feeling, the joint pain, all of it was gone because I had integrated these simple, small shifts in how I was choosing to live my life. The foods I was choosing to eat real food. The movements I was making, moving more frequently in more different ways, challenging my body with play. And the thoughts I was thinking. I wasn't berating myself. I wasn't thinking about how, oh, I'm in so much pain. Oh, I'm getting so old. Oh, I'm falling apart. What you think, your body listens to. If you're telling yourself that you're falling apart, guess what's going to keep happening? Instead of, oh, my bad back, try, I'm experiencing some back pain. I have some discomfort in my back today. Do you see the difference? My bum knee won't let me go. Well, that's not a good activity for my knees today. Let's try something different. So you flip the script. Accentuate the positive, and you will experience positive responses. Now, to learn more about this, come on into the Pain-Free Vitality School community, where you get to work more closely with me in sifting through the overwhelming sea of videos and cookie-cutter protocols and practices that probably aren't so good for your body in the way that you're attempting to fix it and make it better. I can help you sort through all of that and create action plans that work for you in your life the way you want to live instead of the way somebody else lives and what worked for them, right? So come on in. The link's down here, painfree.wisewithwendy.com. Free trial, no risk, 7 days with no charge, no membership fees, and you get, during that 7 days, you get a one-to-one with me and a 5-day Unlock Ease challenge to help you go step by step, break free from the painful midlife patterns that are holding you back from enjoying your life fully. You can live well with less effort. Simple, smart, sustainable solutions. Small shifts. That is the way, the wise way. So go forth and make it a great day, the wise way. I'll see you again soon here on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.